Video games aren't that violent. Oh, okay, point taken. His face is on the floor. His face came off. So over the years, there have been a lot of video game controversies. Whether you're talking about the incredibly horrifying Night Trap...
Megan, this isn't gonna work. You're not scaring me.
Really? That was bad? That? Okay. Or the fact that Slender Man was behind murder. Oh, that one actually happened. Oh no, look, a bird. Oh, there it is. Caw, 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 caw. It's safe to say over the years that video games have got a pretty bad rap. And in a majority of cases, these are by people who have probably never ever played a video game. In Britain, we had the floppy-haired twit known as Boris Johnson, and recently in the US, we had baby hands himself, Donald Trump. These people have never played video games, but are more than happy to throw them under the bus. So recently it came to my attention that there was a new study out, and I've been seeing an awful lot of people talking about it. So I wanted to give my 2 cents. This analysis was published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. This looked into video gamers aged between 9 to 19, between the years of 2010 and 2017, and the outcome was that people who had played violent video games were more likely to engage in physical fights at school, or even hit non-family members. The guy behind this study, Jay Hall, said, "Based on our findings, we feel it is clear that our violent video gameplay is associated with subsequent increases in physical aggression." He says the effect is relatively small, but statistically reliable. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit of a rant here because apparently people want to see that. Hi J-Hull, it's me, Roxy. Hello? No. 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 Stop it, okay? No. What I find that is absolutely ridiculous, that only on the 9th of August this year, a study was done with over 3,000 participants, and it came to the conclusion that there is no evidence that video games make people more violent. Now, of course, I am not discrediting that, yes, some kids are violent. Some kids are douchebags. I'm not saying that's not the case. But to say that violent video games are causing that is wrong. This all comes down to parenting. When I was a kid, my dad allowed me to play Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Now, I was only about 12 at the time, but my father knew that I was mature enough to decipher between the real world and a video game. I think that most children realize, hey, this is a video game and I shouldn't do that in real life. I think when it comes to age ratings in video games, they generally are pretty accurate. If I was to have a kid, I don't think I'd want them playing Mortal Kombat straight away. Because yeah, as you saw at the start of the video, it's pretty horrifying. But it's not because I think they're going to become a killer. It's because I think that, oh god, they're probably going to have terrible nightmares. I remember as a kid watching a zombie film by accident, and that scarred me for life. And I still can't watch zombie movies without getting a little bit scared. What we see as children does shape us, but not in the way that this article is saying. Now, I did play a lot of violent video games as a kid. As I said, I played Grand Theft Auto. I did play Mortal Kombat on the Genesis. As Jay says, based on our findings, we feel it is clear that violent video game play is associated with subsequent increases in physical aggression. Okay, so when I was at school, I was bullied. I was beaten the shit out of multiple times, mainly because I was actually doing my work and because I was actually keeping my head down and just getting on with it because I wanted the day to be over. I never once thought, hey, I could do a fatality on Mark. No, that was never on my mind. These kind of articles have a very negative effect, or a ripple effect in the gaming community. I'm guaranteeing that parents are going to see this and start getting scared that their kids are going to start killing people. It's fear-mongering, it really is. But I bet you that a majority of the people that did this study, that made this study, the ones that are writing these articles have never sat down and played a video game. I've never escaped into a world where they can be away from everything. As someone who grew up with autism, video games are an escape for me. They're an escape from reality because I don't always deal very well with the day-to-day. Being able to jump into Vice City and have this whole city open to just run around in and explore was amazing. But by making this big an issue on something that doesn't really exist is causing a new generation of people to never experience those kind of games. I know from experience as I worked in childcare that some kids can just be pretty violent. They can just hit you for no reason. And that can be down to a number of things. It's not down to video games. I just wanted to give my thoughts on this because it does annoy me. Seeing this constantly crop up and having people who are nothing to do with the gaming community putting their 2 cents in when they have no reason to, and they're just stirring the pot, annoys me. Anyway, I want to hear your thoughts. Comment down below and tell me what you think, but until next time, that's me out. Bye, guys.